Millions of Amazon workers are getting closer and closer to losing their jobs due to an amazing new robot that was just now revealed by robotics company, Boston Dynamics. Why, and how this robot is going to steal the jobs of millions of people and whether or not this is an actually good thing, I will show you in this video. Boston Dynamics is best known for its human robot, Atlas, and robot dog, Spot, machines designed to work in a range of environments, from offshore oil rigs to deep underground mines. But in recent years, the company has increasingly focused on the logistics space, and today is unveiling a new robot with just one application in mind: moving boxes in warehouses. The robot is called Stretch, and looks relatively boring for a Boston Dynamics creation. It's not created after the look and behavior humans or animals, and instead aims to be as practical in as many situations as possible. It has a square mobile base containing 4 wheels, a perception mast, with cameras and other sensors used for navigating its surroundings, and a huge robotic arm with many degrees of freedom and a suction pad array on the end that can grab and move boxes up to 50 pounds in weight. What connects Stretch to other Boston Dynamics machines is a focus on mobility, both in getting from place to place and reaching into hard-to-reach spots. Usually, when automation equipment is installed into warehouses, the system is bolted down in one place with a workflow modeled around it. Stretch, on the other hand, is designed to slide into any existing workplace where it could be useful loading or unloading goods without any difficulty. Boston Dynamics VP of Business Development Michael Perry told the interviewer, "That's what's exciting about this system. It can provide automation to environments that don't have automation infrastructure. You can take this capability and you can move it into the back of the truck, you can move it into aisles, you can move it next to your conveyors. It all depends what the problem of the day is." This will allow Boston Dynamics to target companies and customers who would otherwise avoid automation as too expensive or time-consuming to integrate, says Perry. Around 80% of the world's warehouses don't have any automation equipment, giving the company a sizable addressable market. But Stretch doesn't have a price tag yet, and it could be that for businesses with low margins, a robot isn't worth the hassle no matter how mobile it is. Boston Dynamics has been showing interest in the logistics space since 2019 when it purchased Kinema Systems, a company that makes machine vision software for robots in warehouses. It then designed a wheeled robot called Handle that could move boxes using a robotic arm, balancing itself with a huge swinging counterweight like a tail. Profitability has been a huge issue for Boston Dynamics, but the recent releases of robots into the public, this is quickly changing, and by looking at all the future robots that are currently in the works, it's clear to see why Hyundai was interested enough in Boston Dynamics to acquire them. The first thing that comes to someone's mind when thinking about warehouses is probably Amazon. The logistics giant has been interested in robots for many years now and has focused their attention on making full automation a reality as soon as possible. Their interest in robots is very easy to understand, as it currently employs close to 1 million people that all have to be taken care of, paid, and only work 8 to 10 hours per day. Robots would not have all these disadvantages. A good robot wouldn't need much care, don't cost much after the initial payment, and can work close to 24 hours a day depending on its battery charge. Today, Amazon has more than 200,000 smaller mobile robots working inside its warehouses, alongside hundreds of thousands of human workers. This robot army has helped the company fulfill its rising promises of fast deliveries to Amazon Prime customers. They define the expectations for the modern consumer, said Scott Gravel, the founder and CEO of Adabotics, a warehouse automation company. And those expectations of quick, free delivery driven by Amazon have led to a boom in the warehouse industry, with entrepreneurs like Gravel and startups like Adabotics attempting to build more intelligent and cheaper robots to help both traditional retailers and younger e-commerce operations keep up with a giant like Amazon. And now imagine huge and smart robots such as Boston Dynamics Stretch or Atlas working in a warehouse and doing work Amazon's smaller and dumber robots cannot even dream of. Stretch's lineage can be traced back to Boston Dynamics' 2-legged Atlas robot, which is able to balance its weight so smoothly it can run, jump, backflip, and more. Atlas picking up a box isn't just about extending the arms and moving them, it's about coordinating the hips, legs, and torso, says Perry. A lot of that same design thinking has gone into Stretch. As a result, Boston Dynamics claims Stretch can move up to 800 cases an hour, a throughput rate that's comparable to that of a human employee. High-capacity batteries mean Stretch can operate for 8 hours at a time before it needs recharging. That throughput rate, though, should be treated with a bit of skepticism. Putting robots to work in warehouses is really difficult because of the sheer variation in these warehouse spaces. Workflows can change on a daily basis as different goods come and go, and what's often valued is the flexibility of regular human workers. The inability of machines to handle these challenges so far is what's led to an all-or-nothing dynamic in automation. You either remake the entire warehouse so it's regular enough for machines to understand, or you stick with humans, masters of the unexpected and unknown situations that can happen at any time during a workday. Boston Dynamics' huge claim is that Stretch will be able to bridge this divide. The company says the robot can be operated by anyone with just a tiny bit of training, and that its mobile base means it can slot into spaces designed for humans. Will it work? We'll only find out once Stretch gets to grips with the job. Boston Dynamics says it's currently looking for customers to test Stretch, and is aiming for commercial deployment as soon as the year 2022. So what is your opinion on this type of automation? Is this going to be a net positive for human workers as they could educate themselves for better potential jobs than Amazon with their tight deadlines and bad working conditions, or is any job that's taken away from humans a bad thing? Please tell us in the comments below. I'd love to have a nice discussion about it with you.
And then the jobless, is AI gonna put everybody out of work? I am not worried about this. I find that people, all of us, I include myself, we are so unimaginative about what future jobs are going to look like and what they're going to be. If I took you back in time 100 years, when almost everyone was a farmer, and I told, we're at some big farming convention or something, and I say, in the year 2018, there is going to be a job occupation called massage therapist. They would not have believed you. And in fact,
thank you for watching AI News. We consistently report on the newest technologies that are shaping the future of our world. We'd appreciate you subscribing and watching our other videos. See you around and take care.